Hello, good morning. Welcome to a Better Life. I'm Dr. Ayo Akishete. And today we are still talking on transform your thinking, part 6. Transform your thinking. Transform your thinking. It's a cardinal matter. Cardinal matter. Cardinal matter. Cardinal matter. Yesterday we emphasized the fact that if you think it, you are creating it. If you think it, you are calling it into existence. Existence begins from the mind. Whatever you are thinking about, you are creating. You are a co-creator with God. Yeah, you do creation from your mind. From your mind. And it doesn't have to be about only you. Because basically, people think that, well, if I don't do evil to myself, it will not happen to me. No, it is your thought that matters. Whatever your thought is, whatever is going on in your thoughts, in your head, in your mind, you are making it happen. If you can't make it happen alone, nature is going to bring others to come and help you to make it happen. Your thought is going to reflect in your actions and in your words. And ultimately, it is going to attract the helping hands that you require to bring it to perfection. Somebody was going to barb. I think he had barb about 2 or 3 times. And the outcome of the hairdo was not very good. So he was always worried. I will get there now. They will cut nonsense. I will get there now. They will cut my hair and it will be fine. I will get there now. Each time he goes to a barber, he was changing his barber and the same thing was happening. They will make mistake one way or the other until he was taught how to change his thought. He learned lessons, attended classes, and then he adjusted what was going on in his heart. I'm going to have a good haircut. He changed his thought to that. He started thinking about there will be no mistake. I'm going to have a great haircut. A great haircut. Even simple matters like this, your thought can affect it. Yeah, your thought can affect it. And then for the first time in about 3 months, he went to Baba, didn't know the person barb well. He went again to another one he knew, that one barb well. Even those who committed blunders on his head before, he went back there and they began to barb his head well. It will surprise you that everybody around you will respond to you according to your thought. According to your thought. You may lack helpers because one or two persons refused you, and then you are now beginning to think that you have rejection. So even when you are going to meet somebody for assistance or for help or for support, you are already thinking, we don't know what will happen now. Maybe they will reject me like before. I need deliverance. Tell it. Look at my life. Rejection everywhere. That's what you are thinking. It will happen again and again. Again and again. You will make it happen again and again. You will make it happen again and again. You will make it happen again and again. You have to be deliberate. 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 People are nice to me. Yeah, start thinking like that. People are not rude to me. They are nice to me. People are good to me. People love me. I carry blessing. I am favored. When preachers tell people to think like this, they think it's because they just want them to be positive. No, they want you to create a new atmosphere around yourself. I am not hated. People love to hear my voice. They love to see my face. If that is what is going on in your heart, I can assure you, you will create a new aura around yourself. You will create a new atmosphere around yourself. That's how it works. The law of life is working, whether you believe it or not. Now, the things I'm telling you, whether you believe them or you don't believe them, it is working. Whether you understand this law or you don't understand it, it is working. Only that if you understand it, you will be able to work on it, work at it, control it, and make it work in your favor. But that you don't believe it does not stop it from working. Whether you understand or don't understand, it is working. It is working. I'll give you one other instance before we move on. There was this woman. I didn't read it though. It's not a story I read. It happened. My brother is a pastor, and this happened with him. Somebody went to him for counseling and prayer. This woman said, anytime I get pregnant, once it's 3 months, I will dream. and I will see a small boy. The boy will come to me in my dreams and smile broadly. And in my dream too, I will smile at the boy because I want babies, and now here is one smiling at me. She said, the moment I smile at this boy and wake up, miscarriage immediately. Now, somebody would think it's a coincidence. It has happened more than 5-6 times. The same small boy will come again and smile at her, and miscarriage will happen. Now, she went to see her pastor, who happened to be my brother, and then he counseled her and told her, even the next time the boy comes, smile. Yeah. He said, but right now, I am a big boy. I'm going to smile at you. And as I smile at you, you are going to be pregnant, and you are going to carry your pregnancy to term. If a small boy smile at you and you lost pregnancy, I am a big boy. I am going to smile at you now, and you are going to be able to carry your pregnancy to term, and you will deliver. Even if you leave me now and the boy comes again, you will carry your pregnancy to term because the big boy is smiling at you. And then she was able, in the place of counseling, to convince the woman, because praying for people is not enough. People need to learn so that they won't depend on pastor all the time. The woman caught the revelation. So she began to think about, the pastor smiled at me. I'm going to carry my pregnancy to term. Somebody does not like to hear things like this. They say, is the pastor Jesus Christ? Is an agent of Jesus Christ. And anything we can use to build the faith of people and help them transform their thinking is good. So that was, before, what was in our mind was, but now a new thought was created. My pastor smiled at me. That is superior to the small boy I see in my dreams. So I am going to get pregnant. I'm going to carry to terms. And she got pregnant. The boy came, smiled at her. When she woke up, she told herself, pastor smiled at me. That smile is a prophetic smile. This pregnancy is not coming down. She gave birth to a baby. So basically, the first time the boy came was a spell. It worked on her because she was not spiritually strong. The next time the boy came, it was repetition. The devil had moved from spell to thinking. Please follow me. The first time the boy came, it was a spell. The second time, a pattern of thought was created. The devil created a picture from the first incidents. Now, the spell was not what was happening the second and the third miscarriage. It was now a cycle of thought. A cycle of thought. A cycle of thought. Somebody helped her to break that cycle, and the spell was destroyed. Now, the original spell that could return again, they used prayer to break that one. Then they used counseling to break the spell of thought. Your thought is so powerful, it can work like a spell. It can work like a spell. Let me say one more time. If you think it, it exists. Who brought it to existence? You. How? By thinking it. Think that you are a mother of 3 children. Don't let the thought leave your heart. I know you have lost 3 pregnancies. I know you have lost a child. And right now you have none. You need to start thinking about the future, not now. Start thinking about what you want, not what you don't want. If you think it, you have just created it. It exists. You create your life through your thoughts. You create your life through your thoughts. When you become aware of this great law, you become aware of how incredibly powerful you are to be able to think your life into existence. So nobody is the reason for your failure. Nobody is the reason for your bad condition. Nobody is the reason for your downtrodden status. Everything is or was orchestrated by you. You are the architect of your misfortune, and you are the architect of your fortune. Whether fortune or misfortune, they are both going to be created from your thoughts. From your thought. From your thought. So start working. No pause, no stop. It's always working, just as your thoughts. The law of thinking is always active. Don't give your mind content. It will find content by itself. Yeah? It will find content. Most times, dirty content, negative content. So you need to feed it deliberately. Give it work constantly. Let it keep thinking. Let it keep working. Give it work. Give it work. Let me say one more time. When you become aware of this law, the law of life, the law of thinking. When you become aware of this great law, you become aware of how incredibly powerful you are. How incredibly powerful you are. The Bible talks about according to the power that work in us. According to the power that work in us. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power working in us. That power is the power of your thought. That's the place where you accept and reject things. That's the place where you accept and reject philosophies. That's the place where you accept or reject prophecies. Yeah. Enormous power resides in you through your thought. Yeah. If you are prayerful and your thought is not controlled, you are going to be weak. It will limit your life. 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 The only time you don't think is when you are asleep. And however, the forces of attraction are still operating on you, particularly on your last thought. Let me talk about that and see if we can close there. The last matter that filled your heart before you go to bed, that matter is the matter that the forces of nature will work on while you are sleeping. So be careful of your last thoughts before you go to bed. Let them be positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. So that when you go to bed, that last thought can become a predominant factor in the things that will happen in the spirit before you wake up. When you are asleep, the mind stops thinking, but it will be working on the last thing that you put your mind upon. Look, these things are powerful, and every one of us must be careful enough to use this power for ourselves. Use this power for yourself. Use this power for yourself. Your mind does not sleep. It does not pause. When you sleep, it will keep working on the last matter you thought about. But as long as you are awake, it is working. It is working. So you too should work at supplying content to your mind, so that at every given time, your mind is not going haywire. Yeah. Unforgiveness, that's where it comes from. Yeah. Longest time I have made up my mind, there is nothing anybody can do. I refuse to be bitter. I refuse to be unforgiving. Yeah. Refuse to. It's a choice. I can't be a slave to somebody's error. Somebody has committed a blunder. I will not be taking over it for the next 1 year. Nothing like that. You offend me on Monday, I forgive you on Monday. Instantly. I may be angry if I have to, and I will show it, but I will not be a slave to your wrongdoing. You are the one who is wrong, not me. I won't be a slave. It's a choice, my brother. And it will not happen overnight. It is a choice, and it will not happen overnight. I'm going to stop here for today. Do you need to talk to someone? You need someone to pray for you or pray with you? We are always here for you. The number to call is 070 56 66 76 86. 070 56 66 76 86. I love you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.